My name is Daniel Aaron Schwartz. I've been making art since I was probably 4 or 5. Um, when I was about 5, maybe, I used to make hand puppets. I mean, and my family kept sneaking off. I was just going about my business. They kept sneaking off to the garage and locking the door. And it turned out on the first day of Hanukkah, they had built me a puppet theater, um, and kept it a secret. And there was a star on the little back door that said Danny Schwartz. And that was just like the best thing that had ever happened to me. I couldn't believe it. When I was in first, second grade, we were supposed to read books, but you had a choice: a book report, or you could do a drawing or a diorama. And I thought, well, I did the diorama every time because it was just fun to cut things and glue them and color them and try to inhabit and kind of bring to life the idea of the book. And I think that was my biggest talent. I took a class during the summer in making beach art, which is basically walking along the beach and picking up like driftwood and beach glass and then gluing it together in some way. And my mother, 52 years later, still has some of the pieces, and one of them is still up on the wall. And it's not bad. I've been kind of sketching and dabbing and doing things ever since. Often, you know, um, for just an hour a day, and often very aimlessly. I would say that as a life-giving, healing force, making art is the most important thing in my life. I would always say to my family and friends, oh, my work is primitive, naive. And they'd be like, no, it isn't. You've studied art. You've studied art, modern art. You've studied, representational art and taking So how you depict things and make art is clearly a choice. Don't describe yourself as primitive. I'm like, fine, okay. I would say that people that have a touch of whimsy and can find joy in color and a very simple expression, even on a stick figure, may enjoy my work. My mission is to share it with people that find joy in it, as it gives me joy. And that's pretty much Daniel Schwartz. I was inspired by Pussy Riot following the trials of these beautiful young women whose only crime was to make music and dress up in funny costumes, and try to be a punk band in Moscow. And seeing the things they were accused of were so openly not accurate, like defacing a church. Well, it was a deconsecrated church, and they didn't deface it. So what I would just say is, it was kind of black and white. They were kept in cages and imprisoned really for just protesting a lack of freedom in their country. I would say they're heroes. And they're still heroes to me and more relevant than ever before. I use a lot of different materials, and part of the fun and excitement is finding different things, little glass beads, or even buttons or jar tops. But the point is to have so much choice. If you want to like create a sense of like spray and a wave, instead of painting it, you can stream some glitter. And what I really love about it is, many artists know what they're doing. They know what they're doing and what they want to do, and they can see where it's going. I have no idea what I'm doing, and I I love that. I love not knowing. Half the time, I don't even know what I'm painting. I'm guided by a sense of there's something here, or maybe just this is feeling very horizontal, and then over a period of weeks or years, sometimes I'll keep adding layers or taking away things, or I might be like, this really needs crayon. And what I most like to do, or I love things that create unpredictable results, like putting paint on something, very watery paint, and then putting cellophane over it. And it does these things that are like magic. Deciding where to keep the paint and get rid of it. I love that. I also like mixing things you're not supposed to mix, like wax and paint or oil and acrylic, because they create effects, very surprising effects, and it's that's what makes it fun, is really not knowing what's going on. And then you go away, it's dried, and you're like, oh, well, that's kind of cool. I like this part. And then you get rid of the parts you don't like or don't seem to really be supporting the whole. And I like that it's less of a linear process, a goal oriented mission or design, and more of a process of discovery. And that's, what excites me the most.